All right, welcome to the training for coaches for the WILCO app. So the first thing you're going to do is type into your address bar app.trainwilco.com. And that's going to take you to our homepage. Now, this homepage is the same homepage as for coaches and for athletes, but if you look down at the bottom, you can see coach login and first time coach enter your access code. Your access code you will receive during the onboarding process. So just click on first time coach. That's where you'll enter your access code. Now, your access code, as I mentioned before, during the onboarding process with your athletic director will be given to you. So if you don't have one yet, talk to your athletic director and then get you squared away. But assuming you've already got that, you've already logged in, you've done that process, you can click Coach Login and enter your PIN. Once you've entered your PIN, you will see all the athletes that are assigned to you as a coach. As you can see, I've got several athletes that are assigned to me currently, and each one of these gives me their name, their main sport, how many workouts they've logged, and just a quick synopsis on when the last time that they were active was. So as you can see, I have one from today, one from yesterday, one that was about a week ago, and some others that are not been doing much. So just from the dashboard, I can see right away who's been doing what, who's been active, who hasn't. So if I click on one of the athletes, it brings up their quick info on the right side. It'll give you their overview, the last session that was stated, some active pain flags. Spoiler alert, this is actually mine. That's why there are so many active pain flags. If you click over to workouts, you can see all of their last communications with WILCO. And it shows you what they asked, what the responses were, and what the resolutions were. It also shows you all of the workouts that they've logged. So this was a run workout that was completed, and so that's why it looks a little different. And then this is going to be your basic format for your strength workout. It lists all of different exercises you completed, sets, weights, and reps for each one. There's also a column for feels, so if there was an issue, if something felt strange or felt good, they can add that into the chat, and it will appear in that column as well. The next tab you have is progress, and that is going to list each one of the exercises that they've logged in the past. And these are all based on an estimated 1 rep max. So it takes however many reps they did and multiplies it by the weight and uses a calculation to determine an estimated 1 rep max. So that's what all these numbers are identified. If you click on any of the nodes, it'll tell you where they were at that point. And you can see the general trends of each one of them. So those will give you a good idea of how the athlete's progressing in each one of the movements. The last thing is the program. This is an opportunity for you as the coach to prescribe a program to them. If you have something that you would like them to do, very specific, that you want them to accomplish, you fill it into this box. You can take a picture of it and upload it if you want to, or you can type it in yourself, and then this will be populated in the athlete's dashboard that they can access. It would also tell WILCO to reference this program when it's recommending or telling the athletes what to do for that day. So if an athlete logs on and says, hey, what am I supposed to do today? It's Monday. Then WILCO will refer back to the program and it'll say, well, you're going to do an upper push day. So you're going to do bench press, incline, machine, etc. You can also lock it or unlock it. If you lock it from the coach's dashboard, the athlete cannot modify it. The program is set and they can't change it on their end. If you leave it unlocked, then the athlete can modify it as needed. And that's going to be up to you and the athlete as far as who wants to do what and how they want to do it. It just depends on your coaching philosophy and what you're trying to accomplish. Then you have group stats, which you as a coach will see what your entire group has been doing and how often they've been working out. They will show PRs, pain flags, and sessions. This is just a general overview of what's been going on for the past week. And then a report, you can it generates a couple of different things. So most improved, most impressive lift, and most consistent. These are going to be based on the entirety of the spectrum of time that these athletes have been logged on. And we can manipulate these as well. You can search by athlete, you can do weekly, monthly, or flags only. So these are just some different options for you to review for your data. Something else you can do as well if you have an athlete that's static or that you want to delete from your session. So like Jim John down here has never logged on. He's never done anything. It was an error. He shouldn't have an account. So we're going to go ahead and click delete, and we're going to delete his account so he does not appear in my dashboard anymore. So that's about it. And that's a very easy, straightforward thing. The next thing I'll cover will be the weekly update emails that you'll receive directly on every Monday. That'll include all of your athletes. Okay, so this section, you're just going to go to your email, whatever email you use to set up your account, and you're going to look for WILCO, which will be the from line, and then you look for WILCO weekly progress reports. So I'm just going to click on this, and this is going to be your typical progress report. You're going to see all the athletes that are assigned for you and what they've done over the last week. It's a very straightforward, easy reference that you can utilize as a coach to say who's been doing what. I can see that Joe has done several workouts. Looks like he's got a good mix of running and weightlifting, whereas Jill Jane has not logged a single session. So if she's one of my athletes, I might want to reach out to her and say, hey, what's going on? Are you injured? Did something happen? What's happening? But this will give you a way to keep accountability of your athletes without having to hunt them down, chase them around, try to figure out why they're not calling you back, or even logging into the WILCO app. You can just get it straight to your email. So enjoy.